Right. Okay, hi, how are you? How's it going? And we're just going to go into Australia. Hi, how are you? How's it going? Welcome to HeKate's Crossing. And I'm just going to play with the cards a little bit. Play with the Santa Muerte. Hi! No, it is 7 o'clock in the evening. I've had my dinner, had a drink, a cold drink, no alcohol of course, because I'm doing this. Can you hear alright? Everything all A-okay? Not quite sure whether it's working. Whoops. Never know. Lost a card. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. It's Tuesday night. It's 7 Tuesday. I'm just mucking around. Are you going to get a glass of wine? I'll be right back. Okay, cool, no worries. So glasses to see the cards. Right, this first card I'm just doing for the energy of tonight. I can never catch up. True. Okay, we've got the Emperor here, which is all about being a leader, being in control. And the world talks about saying farewell to what's going on. So I feel like there's a sense of actually being in control of what's actually happening for you at the moment, and allowing the sense of actually saying goodbye, adios amigos, ciao, arrivederci, masalama, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, to whatever's going on in your life. So that's the Santa Muerte, and then we've got the Divine Feminine. Let's have a look, see what Divine Feminine is coming through for us for energy. Definitely the Enlightened Feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition. So that's here about trusting your own intuition. So as you actually stay in control, or stay as be a boss, or maybe you're being you've risen in your employment, could be a sense of being able to stay in control of your journey. This is about trusting your instincts, trusting what's right for you, especially as you're saying goodbye to the old and moving into the new, over the thresholds into something new and exciting. So they're just mucking around with the cards, just seeing different messages, seeing what's going on. So that's the Santa Muerte Feminine. Let's have a look at the Silver Witchcraft with the Mists of Avalon. Nothing much, I'm just mucking around with the cards, just doing a couple of 2-card spreads. So we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Moon. So Five of Pentacles is very much about looking at what's, I think it's going to start getting dark, isn't it? I think it's time to turn some lights on. Suddenly I think the day's disappearing on me. Let's see if this works. Oh, alright. Five of Pentacles is quite a darkish card in colour. It's very dark green and dark brown. So Five of Pentacles to me is about being led into new possibilities. So this is a chance for some of us to actually move into new opportunities, and it could be to do with our health, it could be to do with our finances, a sense of security. And in doing that, I think this to me is a sense of surrender, surrendering to the energies, to the cycle where you're at as well. Oh, you're uploading more videos? Awesome! Okay, the Prince and Princesses, instead of the Page and Knight, I just do the Princesses as the page. Exactly the same thing, it's just the essence of it being youthful, inexperienced, without the knowledge, without the ability to be, to have the knowledge, the inability to have the experience with what's going on. Inability to maybe make clear decisions. That for me is the Princess or the Page, is a sense of is a youthful energy, and the Knight is normally about, or the Prince in this case would be about having movement in some way. Serenity, Love. You want a 2-card reading. Okay. The free readings are 2 cards, and if you want to donate to Australia, to the Australia is Burning, it's 3 cards with an oracle, or donate to me directly, or through Ko-Fi, or through PayPal, it's 5 cards. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome, that's what she said. So, tarot decks tonight are basically the Silver Witchcraft, Tarot, the Santa Muerte, and then the Starman Tarot. So Serenity, which deck would you like for your reading? Silver Witchcraft, the Santa Muerte, or the Starman. The Starman Tarot. This one here. Thanks, but yeah, that's cool. Oh, just ran the wrong way. Why did I do that? I'm a bit confused. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay. The Starman Tarot. This one here. This is the one. Okay, Serenity, do you have a particular question you're looking at? Do you have a particular question? So let's look at the question. Hey Michelle, why does my daughter's father treat us so badly? Okay, just going to do 2 cards. So I'm just going to do this one here and this one here. Very interesting. We've got the 8 of Swords, which talks about feeling suppressed, feeling caged, feeling trapped in some way. So maybe he in himself has been trapped in his own perceptions, trapped in what's going, he feels very trapped within the situation for some reason. And that's something he has to deal with. But he's obviously going through some real stuff, because we have the 4 of Cups here. So the Four of Cups to me is very much about being an emotional head down, not quite seeing the bigger picture. So I feel like he's very much tied into his own world at the moment, which is why he's mostly treating you the way he is. So there might be a sense of you saying, being able to, are you able to sort of communicate with him and sort of say, hey, look, I know that you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or things aren't going quite your way at the moment, or maybe you're not feeling 100% what's going on, is there something I can do? I feel it's a lot about him, not actually about you personally. It's about his own feelings and his own perception of stuff going on. Serenity. So I feel that he's dealing with a lot of stuff, and that's why he's not really seeing how he's actually treating you. I don't think he even realizes, to a degree. I feel like he's got his head down and he's just so focused on what's going on in his life that he's forgotten about your daughter or whatever else is going on. So I think he's got a lot of stuff going on within his own journey. Okay? So really quickly for you, I think that's really very clear in what's actually going on for you, Serenity. Okay, Michelle. Does that make sense, Serenity? Okay, cool. So hopefully that can help with some clarity for you. Okay, Michelle, you want a question. Which deck would you like? The Silver Witchcraft, the Santa Muerte, or the this one here is the Starman Tarot. So which deck would you like, Michelle? How does German contribute? Okay, which deck would you like, Michelle? Would you like the Silver Witchcraft, the Santa Muerte, or the Starman Tarot? Silver Witchcraft, okay. Silver Witchcraft Tarot, right. Witchcraft, okay. So we're looking at how does German, let's make sure we feel about Michelle. And how does it fit? Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got Temperance, and you've got Ace of Swords. Okay, Temperance talks about moderation, like nothing to an excess, like there seems to be some sort of connection there. But there seems to be a sense of confusion as well. The Ace of Swords, I'm not sort of getting a sense of clarity in the situation. I feel like you need to cut it, like the person needs to cut away. Like German needs to actually cut away the sense of confusion and things that are going on. There just seems to be a sense of moderation in the situation. It doesn't seem to be anything of excess in the situation. It seems to be just quite neutral in a way. but I think there's also a sense of confusion or stuff going on, maybe a little bit conflicted within their own perception, their own ideas, their own thoughts, or in their inability to communicate clearly with what's actually going on. So I feel like they're not quite, it's not quite clear yet about what's actually going on within themselves. Okay, does that make sense, Michelle? Doesn't seem to be very clear in the situation. It just there seems to be some confusion within the relationship. It doesn't seem to have the clarity in what's actually going on, so I don't know. Yeah, the Temperance is very much about moderation. It doesn't seem to be any excess in anything. Yeah, it does. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that sort of looks at what it is. Cool. Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Michelle. Awesome. Don't forget you can donate through Streamlabs for Australia is Burning, or donate directly through me for a cup of coffee if you want a reading at some stage. Well, so you can actually, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you know when tomorrow night's video goes live, or whenever I put up another video. On my channel you'll find the links to Unseen Alley, which you can also purchase readings through, and also Make Playing Cards, which have a selection of my tarot and oracle decks on there as well that I've created in different sets that I've created. Lotteria cards, Lenormand, and a whole lot of other. So that's cool. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. I don't think it'll be on super long, hopefully. So I just got the Santa Muerte tarot deck, so that's why I sort of wanted to sort of play with it a bit over the last few days, which has been interesting with it. I sort of shut the door because I didn't know if my mother was going to walk around in the garden. So I didn't really want her to. Take glasses off a bit. So is there any questions about tarot or about anything else that I do within regards to readings, or you want to learn anything about tarot? Or I'm also open to any questions in regards to, oh, how do I like the Muerte deck? I love the imagery. It's going to be a great deck. I think once I get the oracle deck as well. I'm going to get the oracle deck, which I have ordered, so I'll wait for that for next month. That might arrive before the end of this month, hopefully. So getting that as well. So I think they'll work really well. It's going to be my my Halloween or my Day of the Dead type, the Dios de la Muerte tarot deck. So I'm going to use it then at Halloween. So, but I'm going to use it most probably all the time. I think the imagery is just so cool. I'm sort of starting to it's quite different with some of the imagery, but of course my own intuition kicks in. But looking at the imagery, I feel like there's quite a lot. Like you look at this one here. I'm going to put glasses on so I can see. This is the 9 of Pentacles, and this to me is about taking time. And traditionally, like in a lot of the other tarot decks, the 9 of Pentacles, I wonder if don't know what the, see what the, usually 9 of Pentacles is about material gains. Yeah, there's an oracle deck too. So it'll be interesting to see how they work together. So Nine of Pentacles normally to me is a bit about luxury, a bit about someone who is quite wealthy in some ways, or it can be a person who needs to take sort of time out for self in some way, allow a little bit of pampering maybe. So I think it's quite a sort of an interesting card, really. See, there's your Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if you can see that. Where you've got the woman in the garden with the bird. So I love looking at different decks and seeing how they compare. That's why I loved your series. I'm just trying to get the Nine of Pentacles in this so you can sort of see. So you can see this one is about time. So what does time mean to you, basically? To me it's about having some luxury, taking time out, being able to material gains as well. Obviously there's your Nine of Pentacles with your there's your three different decks. Yeah, they can give slightly different meanings, and that's what I love about the imagery. Like I look at the Starman Tarot, and to me there's a sense of really taking time out in the garden, really relaxing, having a little bit of luxury, being pampered. You know, it's okay to take some time out. I get that from all the cards, really. I also get a sense of material gain. You know, I feel like it's so close. You're so close to your inheritance too. Remembering 10 of Pentacles is about inheritance or wealth or richness, riches entering different areas of your life or coming together. So yeah, I love the way the different decks. Hi Kyla, how are you? So yeah, quite interesting with the different decks. So I love the Santa Muerte, red flowers around it, and the clock swinging. So I think of that as certainly as time moving on, time marching on. There is a sense of, you know, things moving quite slowly. Maybe, you know, how sometimes when you watch a clock, you know, when you watch a clock and it seems to take forever. That's what I sort of get from this card. Like it's quite a slow movement. The time out is reminding us to be slow. Oh, Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Oh, that's awesome. I love working with tarot and oracle together in the same reading. I reckon that's an awesome way to work with the cards. Yeah. So I really am waiting for the oracle deck to come through. In the meantime, I thought of using it with the Divine Feminine, only because of the colourways. It sort of goes really nicely with it. If you have a look at oh, for Halloween, the Day of the Dead. Yeah, to me, it's Day of the Dead resonates with me more than Halloween. I think because it's more of a sacred. I think because Halloween's become so commercialised, where the Day of the Dead is still really sacred. I think that's what resonates with me. Oh, I'll pull the card out again. It's obviously really important. So you look at those, and now look at the stick with it. This is the Divine Feminine. I just pulled that out before. about trusting the gut instinct. That's got to come through quite strongly. So you look at the colourways in that. I mean, how awesome is that? That's your Nine of Pentacles. And then you've got your Two of Swords. I think that's 9. Just seems to make more sense than 6. See, I still got to learn. Still trying to decide whether that's see, I think it comes this way. It becomes like a 6. But Six of Pentacles to me is about unconditional giving. I have to work on that one. Yeah. Yeah, the Divine Feminine is quite cool. Now, when I talk about the Divine Feminine, I don't actually use it as just the Divine Feminine. To me, it's about the essence of the energy. So, like this one is about trusting. The gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So to me, that doesn't matter whether you're male or female. It doesn't make any difference. To me, it's about trusting your intuition, trusting your instinct in what it's telling you. And yes, you connect with Dakini, the enlightened feminine. But it doesn't matter whether you're a male or female. So that's quite cool. So yeah, I'm still deciding. Maybe this is a 6. Maybe that's actually a 6, and that's why I was confused. But 6 to me is about unconditional giving. Giving unconditionally, giving to charity. So I think I'll just trust more the message than the actual, because that talks about time to me. I'll trust the cards, the images. Well, that's the 4. So that's the 6. So what am I looking for? Oh, the 9. So I'm just trying to see. Oh, see here we. Oh no, see look, there's the 9 of Wands. I'm wrong. See, I knew I got confused with the 9 and 6s. Yeah, no, it's just the way. See, that's the 6. That's the 9. So it was the same image, sort of. She's cutting down with a scythe, with a scythe in the garden. And that's your 6. So now I know which is which. I was quite confused. But that's still, to me, that's still about timing. So I think it's more about me looking at the imagery, more so than the actual meaning of the cards in some way. So let's have a look at the Six of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Quite interesting to have a look at the different decks, eh? I love the way you did your series. Yeah, I'm starting to get, it's just, okay. See this deck, the The Starman Tarot has prince and princesses with knight and queen. With queen and king, I mean. Or princess and knights are. Okay, so what am I looking for? The Six of Pentacles. Just one of the ones, don't know. So here. Oh, there we go. That's Six of Pentacles. Let's have a look. It's quite cool just cruising, eh? Just being able to chill and relax and that's Six of Pentacles. Here we go. It's quite different than some of the other decks. Let me see. Oh, jeepers creepers. Right away type. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's still going to take me a time to learn this deck. It's going to take me a few days. I mean, I've only had it since Saturday, so I've only had it, and today's Tuesday, so. Okay, let's have a look at Six of Pentacles in the traditional sort of imagery. Okay, where are you? Six of Pentacles, where are you? Okay, Six of Pentacles. Raising salary, or whatever it was making it. See, can you see how that to me, how this one, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, is traditionally like they're giving unconditionally, giving to charity, giving to the needy, or giving to someone who really needs the money. So quite different, I think, with the type. So I should really have a look and see what the Santa Muerte actually says. Six of Pentacles, let's have a look. Swords of Pentacles, here we go. Six of Pentacles says, okay, Santa Muerte Tarot. Now, alternation that swings like a pendulum between positive and negative. It could make our physical and economic situation unstable while waiting for a solution in an interior evolution. It'll be time fluid and unilateral, never stopping, that will make the situation evolve and enable us to overcome eventual obstacles. The advice of the dead: proceed with audacity and without haste, working hard and keeping yourself focused on the present. What you desire will arrive when the time is right. Yeah, I know, it's quite a dark. I wonder if I can turn on a light. Let's try some. It's starting to get dark now. Let's try this. better. Actually, wondering, I don't know if that works. I wonder if this works. Oh, yep. Is that better? Oh, I don't want to put that in the sink. Is that better? What do you think? Just put a lamp. I just found a lamp. Oh, that looks a bit better, eh, with the cards. Does that look a little bit clearer with the image? I just found a lamp. Hi, Jay. Yep, what were you wanting? Yeah, so does that look a bit clearer? You can see the clock a bit better. Yeah, that's better. So as we're talking about decks, we were just talking about the different, looking at 6 of Pentacles in different decks. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's such a dark, it's Santa Muerte. Yeah, some of the tarot decks can be quite dark in imagery, especially when the light's unclear. So I just found a lamp. I just brought my lamp over. And, yeah. I might try that. Yeah, you can see the clock much better. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, I thought it makes a lot better. Yep, Jay, what's coming for you in March? Okay. What deck would you like me to use? The Santa Muerte, Silver Witch Tarot, or the Starman Tarot? Which deck would you like me to use? I'll just show you the image, an image from each card, from each deck. Oh, the Silver Witchcraft, this one here. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, and what was your question? What's coming for you in March? What's coming for Jay in March? Let's have a look. Okay, it's going to be a month of actually removing any confusion or anything that's sort of, any debris or anything that's sort of clogging up your, perception or about what's going on. It's about clearing that all away, because 9 of Swords is about releasing all the worry and the stress. So it's about surrendering, about asking for help. So you're going to remove all that confusion, all that stuff that's going on, as long as you can ask for help, which is really important. Ask for support mentally. That's going to make a big, big difference to you. Okay? Does that make sense? No, I can't see a thing. So does that make sense to you, Jay? So I'll walk away and try and find what I took the glasses. What's that? See. So yeah, it's very important for you to ask for help. It's going to be able to enable you to surrender the worry and the stress and everything that's going on, so that you'll have clarity. Okay, so you can remove all that debris, all that stuff that's clogging your what ifs and all your mind and stuff going crazy. So that's what March is all about. So March is about you surrendering, maybe asking for some help, enabling you to find some clarity in whatever's going on for you right now. Okay. So there you are. That's the Silver Witchcraft tarot deck. Just going to pull out, just generally for us. You're welcome, Jay. You're welcome. Wow, 41 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to, a general reading. I'm just going to pull out a couple of Mists of Avalon. Okay, just going to pull out a couple of Mists of Avalon cards. And let's have a look. Glasses on because I can't read these without them. Okay, card number 1 is the White Heart, which is all about realignment. It's all about perspective, awakening, and new beginnings. So I feel like there's going to be a whole sense of trying to find some balance within oneself. Find some balance. With the Isle of Avalon, you've got a sense of healing, a sense of renewal. So when you find yourself in a sense of alignment within oneself, you feel like everything's back into balance, you're going to find yourself with some healing within oneself as well. It's going to allow you, so it's really important about resting and taking care of self. It's allowing yourself to have a sense of renewal, rebirthing. That's quite important as well. So I just feel like that's the Mists of Avalon. If you haven't seen them, that's a really cool oracle deck. It's got 4 words around the edges, so they make the reading of the cards pretty easy. You can see there's quite a lot here. You've got this deer, the stag if you like, the White Heart, you've got castle in the background, you've got the moon energy coming through, you've got lots of birds flying, you've got a ship here, so it's all about movement as well, movement going on. You've got this hill, so that's going to be a lot of the Isle of Avalon, so there's a lot of walking to do, maybe going to be an uphill battle, a lot going on. So you start looking at the images and you can start to tell you quite a bit more about it, so it's quite interesting really overall. That's Mists of Avalon. Let's have a look at the Crystal Oracle. Let's see what we've got here. Just Crystal Red Oracle. This deck. What messages? Boundaries are going to be really important. Lots of boundaries, I think, and that's going to help. Once you've got boundaries established, it's going to allow you to have the insight that you actually need, which is quite neat. So it could be boundaries to do with the heart, and once you've got that established, you're going to allow yourself to open up your third eye, maybe, and get a bit more insight, divine awareness. So lots go on really with the cards when you start to really have a look. Yep, you need to step away, take care. Thanks very much, that's what she said. Appreciate it. Thanks. I don't think I'll be on for long tonight. I want to relax and chill. I know tomorrow night's going to be... Don't forget, got readings tomorrow as well. So that's all cool. So there will be readings tomorrow and that as well, which is quite neat. So the messages that I'm sort of throwing in, if you see some messages in between readings, the readings are for just general. Someone might resonate with them, might give you a bit more insight into what's going on for you. Just allows a little bit things going through. So here we have 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles to me is about working as a team, being recognised for your skills and abilities. And you've got Justice here, which is about equilibrium, about finding some balance. It's also about the truth in the situation. Could be about consequences with actions taken as well, which is quite important for you to sort of think about. So when you think you're being recognised for your skills and your abilities, maybe you're working in a team, but working in a team may have caused you to have to deal with some legalities. This might not be such a good thing. This could be something that's got you into trouble. Okay, when you look at that. And here you've got the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands tells me that you've got enthusiasm for you're enthusiastic, you've got drive, you've got passion, you've got creative energy for the situation that's gone on, but you don't have the experience. So that's might be why you've got yourself into trouble. I'm actually getting a sense of naughtiness here, so someone's not being very good. Someone may be a sense of being led in the wrong way within the other people. Oh, and here we've got the Death card, which is about transformation. So here you've got some changes taking place. Maybe you're finding yourself into a bit of a dark hole, and you need to come out the other side, which is going to be important. So here you're going to come out the other side. And here you've got the Queen of Cups, and Queen of Cups to me is about nurturing. Maybe you've got someone going to come into your life and they're going to help you, guide you, they're going to care for you. They're going to show you the right way and where you need to be. This is going to see somebody who's going to be very caring. Could be a counsellor, could be someone in a caring facility, somewhere there that's going to help you with what's actually gone on for you in the past. So that's quite important as you move ahead. So that's interesting. And I'm just going to chuck in and have a look at the Tarot again. I know there's no one around, but I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just do a couple of readings. And if you happen to watch back or watch the live back, and something might resonate with someone. So don't forget, I'll be on tomorrow night as well for readings. So here we have the Chariot, which is all about success and triumphs. So there could be some successes coming on, some triumphs, but it's all about the direction that you've taken. So you've taken that direction through contemplation. Okay? And here, I really do need my glasses. I try to read without them, it doesn't work. And here you've got the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles, this to me is a sense of juggling. You're trying to, you find yourself trying to prioritise what's important. You've got a lot of stuff going on. You might find things a bit overwhelming. It could be in regard to a business situation, it could be for your finances, it could be for your health, or you're trying to find some balance, some duality in the situation as well. And here you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about your destiny or fate. So this is about you maybe feeling like you're going round and round in circles and you're not quite sure what's going on. So here you've got the situation of direction. Which direction are you actually moving in? Are you rushing ahead, or are you actually slowing down? This could be because things are feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit crazy for you. So you feel like you're going around and round in circles, and you know there's a decision that needs to be made, enabling you to surrender to what's actually going on. You've got Three of Swords here, so I feel like there's a sense of feeling heartbroken. So you might feel, because of the direction you have been moving in, and with this feeling of being overwhelmed and knowing that you're going around and around in circles, you might be feeling a little bit heartbroken at the moment. So you've got the Knight of Swords, and he's saying, you really need to plan, you need to strategize. You need to be able to communicate to move forward. Are you ready to do that? Which is super, super important. Are you ready to communicate with everything that's actually going on, with the direction that you actually want to move in? You know things are a little bit overwhelming, a little bit crazy at the moment. You feel like everything's just, you can't prioritise clearly. So because you feel like everything's just going around and around in circles, you don't know whether you're up or down in where you are. So I just feel like everything's just overwhelming, everything's just going round and round in circles. You know there's decisions to be made, but you've got this whole sense of feeling heartbroken. You might feel like you're a bit betrayed with what's actually going on. So you feel like everything's sort of, you know that you need to make plans. You've got this guy coming in and he's quite youthful. He's a youthful man. He's not a young boy, he's a youth man, and he's like, hey look, you need to really make some plans, you need to strategize so that you can move ahead, that you can actually move into the direction that you actually want to go, and you need to make sure that you're clear, you can communicate clearly. You know that, you know, I'm a person that sort of might rush in, and I'm sort of learning my lessons about stepping back and maybe not rushing the whole situation. And here you've got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a sense of, there's your Nine of Swords. See, I told you my cards were quite crazy before. I'm still learning with these cards, so which is which. To me, Nine of Swords, this one here, I'm seeing a book here. So I feel like you need to sort of open up a new chapter of your life. It's a sense of, oh, here you go, here's a sense of feeling stressed. Nine of Swords, this is about feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, needing to surrender to the whole situation. Maybe you need to ask for help in what's going on. You might need to ask this guy that's come in, this person who's quite intelligent, he's a bit of a thinker, he might have some clarity for you, might have, you know, he shows you how to sort of communicate clearly in the situation as well, with everything feeling overwhelming. So there you are, that's the Santa Muerte Tarot. So interesting with what's going on. So let me have a look at this Witchcraft Tarot, see what else messages and that coming through. I know there's no one around, I know there's a lot. Somebody might have a message, might have a message here. Here we've got the High Priestess, so we're talking about knowledge from the past, ancient knowledge coming through. So this might be you saying, hey look, I need to acknowledge the past, acknowledge what was hidden, knowing that I can connect with my inner sorcery, if you like, my inner magic. And here you've got the Nine of Pentacles, so this is about you taking some time to know that there's material gain through a bit of luxury, maybe you're enjoying a bit of a moment of everything feeling like you're being pampered, you're being taken care of in some way. So here you've got the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about taking back your power, taking back what you feel has been actually taken from you at this time. And here you've got the King of Chalices, so you've got this guy who maybe disconnects a little bit from his emotions as he's coming into being with you. You might still find him very kind and very caring, but he doesn't show his emotions easily, even though he's there. So that's important. Okay, here you got the Knight of Chalice. Knight of Chalices is all about a sense of moving with a sense of news arriving. Maybe you've got a guy who's coming into your life, and you might find him a bit of a romantic at heart. You might find he is a bit of a knight in shining armour as he comes in, because you might find that he has a connection with you because of your connection to your inner magic, your inner sorcery, the inner ancient knowledge that you're connected to. You might find he's actually connecting with you as he realizes that there are some you taking time out for you, which has made way for him as you've taken back your power. You're quite an empowered person, so he's drawn to that energy and maybe comes in with some news for you, an announcement on some level. So interesting. So you've got the King of Chalices coming through, and that's this guy who's or this person who's quite caring, quite kind, but you might find that he's actually quite logical or quite practical in his approach to his emotions. Okay, so you might find he's a little bit disconnected. That's interesting through that. And then the last deck here we have is the Starman Tarot. So that's sort of showing. Whoop. So the Starman Tarot, we have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups tells me that it's family. Family is really, really important in this one. Six of Swords is a sense of Six of Swords to me was a sense of harmony, and there is a sense feeling, like you're shifting, you're moving through into new possibilities. You're leaving behind the old stuff that seems chaotic, and you're moving into unknown territory. Here you've got the Queen of Swords, and she's asking you for the truth. She's saying, hey, come on, you need to, you need to speak the truth. It's very important that you're able to communicate clearly about what you actually want as you move forward, knowing that everything, you know how important family is, so it's about communicating clearly with the family in some way. And here you've got the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is sort of saying that you need to take a moment, take a pause, look at what you've achieved so far, even though you know you've got a journey ahead of you. And you've got the Six of Wands here, which is about victory and your victory, success after much challenges. So there may be some challenges in what's going on with your family, some challenges in that with the family as you move into unknown territory. The truth is being sought. That's really important for the truth to come through. It's like there's a new chapter in your life as you're starting to look for the truth. And you've got to pause for a minute, look at what you've actually achieved, even though you've got a huge journey ahead of you, as you know that there is going to be success overall. That's super important. So just some real quick readings. Not quite sure what's happening. It's all been very, very quiet tonight. And is it because it's Tuesday? So let's have a look. Let's see what Divine Feminine cards are coming through. You've got Mary of Nazareth. Mary of Nazareth is the Mother of God. She says she's blessed, and my courage gives birth to the divine. So that's to me, that's talking about having some inner courage to achieve what's of value to you. What do you give birth to at this time? That's super important. Here you have HeKate's, the goddess of not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. So this is about opening your heart to new possibilities. As you know that there's a sense of freedom, of liberation in everything you do. You're finding a way to find your own freedom to achieve. In Heduana, the High Priestess, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So here you're connecting with your inner self. So here you've got a sense of connecting to your inner self. So here you've got courage to achieve exactly what you want. You've got this sense of everything actually coming together, which is super important. And when everything sort of comes together, you find yourself with some freedom to achieve what's really important for you, as you know that you are connected within yourself with your own soul. Finding a sense of wholeness, which is super important. So Mary of Nazareth, HeKate's, and in Heduana. So that's interesting coming through. So there you are. That's been an hour. I don't think anybody else is coming on. I've sort of spent a bit of time at the end just sharing a little bit of a few messages with what comes through. I know I need to be a bit more regular with my online ability, but at the moment it's just trying to find some balance and where I am, what's going on for me, just trying to find some balance with everything. So we'll try and be a bit more regular. Hopefully you'll come on. I don't want to make these lives too long. I think that's what's happened with my other ones. They got so long and so tired and everything. So we're just sort of just making it up till 8 o'clock, so just another 4 or 5 minutes and just see if anybody comes through. So yeah, it's interesting to look at the different cards, the different decks, and see the different messages come through. So there might have been something there that sort of resonated with you on some level with the readings. Who knows? So yeah, it's just interesting to see what decks, how different decks read different ways, and I love doing that. I certainly need my glasses when I look at cards, because otherwise I can't see them. So yeah, it's interesting. Oops. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone else. I think I'm pretty much end of the day maybe, and we'll try again tomorrow. It's got very, very quiet. I suppose time too. I don't know what time it is for a lot of you guys. I know it would be better maybe if I did more in the morning, but it's just so hard with my mum around and family and stuff like that. I'm going to get disturbed at least at this time of the day. It's 8 p.m. so it's like 7 maybe in the morning in the UK. It's 5 or 6 at night for Jen and all that, so I don't know. Let's see what other decks I can grab, shall I? See what other decks I'll... Let's do some Inmand. The pagan Inmand. Who uses Inmand cards? Just do a few minutes. Say for a meaning is what I've worked out for me. Okay, that's what I get. Different school of thoughts in regards to meanings of the cards. So let's see, what do we got? We've got Scythe, and we've got a man coming through. So here we've got lilies. Lilies is a sense of endings, can be also about inner peace. Okay, so you've got maybe a sense of peace. Peace coming from your health. Tree is health. And then you've got pathway. So maybe there might be some choices to find peace within your health. Okay. Peace, health. So maybe your health's okay because of decisions that you've made or the path you've took. Okay, so then you've got the anchor, and the anchor to me is always about staying put. Okay, and because you're staying put, this is about, and to me the scythe is about cutting away, and this could be about cutting away men in your life. So it might be a sense of actually staying put and actually removing a guy out of your life. Maybe you need to remove a guy out of your life. So it's in regards to finding some inner peace within oneself, within your own health, with the paths you've got to take, with the path you take. It's definitely a sense about staying grounded or staying put where you are, and it could be in regards to removing a man from your life, removing a person from your life. Well, the end of card came out again. Let's see what else. So here we've got letter, fox, sun, scythe, whip, and the stork. So here we've got a sense of written communication, and this is about being quite clever. Okay, and that's going to allow so if you're quite clever on what you write, it's going to allow allow success. Okay, I feel like positive, the sunshine in the situation. I feel like it's going to be positive. Okay, So it's going to be positive if you can be clever in the way you write. Whatever you're writing, it could be writing a blog, writing a book, writing a letter, a text, whatever you're writing. If you're quite clever with it, it's going to be okay. Okay, and this could be about removing an announcement. So you've got the stalk, and the stalk to me is about announcements. So it's about intensive news, or it can even be a birth of something. But I feel like it's an announcement here. So you've got this cutting away, and this could be about the whip can be about some sexual energy. Could be a sense of a sexual intimacy within a relationship. So maybe, so you've got to be quite clever in the way you write, and it's going to be a-okay. But it's all about removing and announcing the removal of this sexual energy, or this intimacy, or this something in this relationship. I feel like it's definitely there. So that's interesting. So you can look at what else can it talk about. So let's see. So I feel like I'm missing something here. So even though I'm sort of getting it as a sexual energy, what else could the whip be? Now it's number 11, isn't it? So the whip here is about, it could be an argument. So you're removing some sort of announcement in regards to let's have a look at the stalk. A relocation, and you're beginning fresh starts. Okay, so maybe you're removing an argument, bringing a fresh start to the situation. Okay, so that's interesting. So you could be, so when you look at this written, if you're quite clever in the way you write the situation, everything's going to be okay. If you can remove the argument stuff that's going on, because this is the other meaning for the whip, can be about argument. Some school of thoughts include the whip as being sexual, but which is what I sort of first thought. But it could be about removing an argument which brings a fresh start to the situation. So that could be something that's quite important as well. Hi! If anyone's popped in to say hello, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. If you'd like a reading or anything. No? Not? Okay, so I'm just cruising, just having a look at different decks that I'm working with. So I was just having a look at the Pagan Leninman. We've worked with Leninman before, and that sort of Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Muerte Tarot. The Starman Tarot. I'm just going to stay for another 5 minutes, and then I think I'm going to sign off, because I think it's the end of the day. So if you've stayed till, if you've watched the whole of this video, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. On my channel you'll find the links to Unseen Ellie and my blog if you want a reading. You can check out the Ko-Fi account if you want to buy me basically the price of a cup of coffee to buy a reading off me. So that's quite cool. Or you can buy directly from PayPal if you want to put in a set amount. You can donate through Streamlabs if you want to donate to Australia is Burning as well. On my channel you'll find the links to my blog, Twitter, Instagram, Unseen Ellie if you want to book a reading through there. You can also book a reading through Fiverr. Always HeKate's Crossing. You can also find a link to Make Playing Cards, which has a selection of my tarot and oracle cards as well, Leninman, Lotteria cards, playing cards, a few different decks that I've created for different reasons, just for fun really. If you want to support, that's really great, I really appreciate it. Don't forget the links below also have a link to my t-shirts and coffee mugs or mugs with my artwork and some tarot cards on some of them as well. It was a bit different. Also too, you can book directly through one of my DMs, Instagram or Twitter. You can see me on my live tomorrow night, which is approximately the same time. If you want a reading then, that's cool. I know I will try and be a bit more regular with my readings, and maybe I need to make them a little bit earlier. I'm not sure. I know time limits and everything's a bit harsh, a bit different. So yeah, I'm just rambling and just checking out what's going on. So maybe we will. Got any questions or anything you want to ask me in regards to tarot? Maybe you're learning and you're struggling and you want a little bit of guidance with what's going on. I'm more than happy to help with that as well. Also on my blog you'll find a link to how to enhance what you already have. That's my ebook too. Could be something you might be interested in. Ebook that I wrote. Might be interested in that. What else is there to think about? Have you got any ideas for videos that you want me to do in regards to deck reviews maybe, or maybe you want me to go back and have a look at their book on reincarnation. I started with the Wednesday healing. Maybe you want me to go back and do Friday intuition for the weekend, Friday intuition readings for the weekend. Maybe you want me to do week ahead readings. I don't want to do too much because I really need to make sure I have balance with my health. So that's really important that I don't overextend myself. So you might find, would you want me to do Wednesday healings where we look at crystals or Reiki, or we maybe look at different healing modalities. Some of the different healing modalities I do. So if you're interested in maybe being involved with the healing, maybe I will do a healing session for you. If you're interested, give us a yell either through DM on Twitter, Instagram or email. Email is on the screen as the PayPal account as well, HeKate's with an XANG @outlook.com. Don't forget you've got Ko-Fi for the price of a coffee. Don't forget you've got Streamlabs. Donate to the charity Australia is Burning. See below the video for the links to everything as well, which is interesting. So maybe you just want, I don't know what you want me to do. Maybe you want me to do a book reviews, or if you've got any ideas about what you want me to do for videos, what are you interested in? Maybe I can do more of that. Maybe you want to learn more about the tarot and you want me to explain a little bit more about a deck that I'm working with. Some of the differences and similarities of the cards of different decks. Maybe we can talk a bit more about aromatherapy, because I'm an aromatherapist, so maybe we can explore a little bit more about essential oils if you're interested in that. Maybe we can dive a bit deeper into crystals. Maybe you want me to dive a little bit deeper into meditations or affirmations. Anything really. Maybe we could go through and have a look at different things. So if you've got any ideas or suggestions, don't forget to leave in the comments below. I think I've been long enough chatting to myself. That's what I feel like I'm doing at the moment, just talking. I've done some readings on here for people, done some general readings as well, which is interesting. And take care. I really feel like this is the end for me. It's been an hour and quarter of an hour and 16 minutes. It's now 11 minutes past 8. Ooh, itchy foot, which is not cool. So, and I've left you with a few messages. So then you can go back and flip through. So anyway, take care. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you know when I upload a different video. I'm getting there with the lighting. It'll be good to get a new camera at some stage as well. I'd love to get a new camera and new mic and a few things, but that's another story. So take care and blessed be, and thanks for being with HeKate's Crossing. Oh. So let's end the stream. Ciao, adios, au revoir.